Hello fellow kaiju fans, it is I, Godzilla Productions TV. Today I'm going to be doing something a little new to the channel, reviewing a movie. Alright, so what am I going to be reviewing? What am I going to be reviewing? I'm going to be reviewing Ultraman X the movie. Here he comes, our Ultraman. Ultraman X the movie was released as the 50th anniversary of the Ultraman franchise, serving as an epilogue to the Ultraman X series that came out earlier that year. The original cast of Ultraman X returns, alongside some legacy actors in vocal or physical performances, such as Tamaki Yoshimoto, Maru Miyano, and Takuya Nagashi. This all sounds great if you ask me, so I say we get right into it. The movie opens with a recap of the show, with toys coming to life. Not like I'd know anything about that. After the recap, where the movie actually starts, we see an Ultraman fighting a bunch of Baltons, and we learn about the legend of Ultraman. We then see that it was Alien Phantom Gorman, a character from Ultraman X, speaking just then. Oh, well, they're all dead. Movie's over. Oh, they're still alive somehow? And now we get our title sequence, which transitions into Zeo, the defense team in Ultraman X, celebrating Daichi's return after a business trip. Daichi being the host of Ultraman X.
Asuna. その食物に含まれる糖質は 48%、脂肪は 18g だ。君がダイエットしたいな。
Thanks, Axe. I'm sure she appreciates that. Just in time to interrupt their celebration, an alarm goes off about electromagnetic waves in a nearby village. And so they go off to investigate, where they find a little kid. Stupid kid! And so his mom shows up, who just so happens to be the one who reported the waves. She also happens to be Tamaki Yoshimoto, who's best known for playing Rena Yanase in Ultraman Tiga. While talking with her, they notice a camera crew filming Carlos Kurosaki, an adventurous internet celebrity, who blows up an entrance into a nearby pyramid. He kind of reminds me of Aizen a bit from Ultraman RB, just less weird and dressed normal. Our characters confront him.
爆薬を使うなんて乱暴すぎます。
オムレツが食べたきゃ卵を割らないとね。いざ行かんロマンの旅へ。
A romantic journey. Alright. Apparently the place is called the Gateway to Hell according to the mother, so that's great. Stupid mom! Looks like he found something.
Taiko no mukashi, 地球を訪れた仲間かもしれない。
1996 is pretty ancient. They also find a blue stone which resembles the blue stone of Virati.
この石を私に託すということさ。ほら見ろ。別になんともないじゃん。
なんかやばいんじゃないの？
危険でなければ冒険とは呼ばんよ。
I'm sure an earthquake and a loud roar in the place called the Gateway to Hell isn't a bad sign at all. And so the monster Zygorg is awakened, and I love it. Stupid kid! Oh boy, time for some action!
ユナイテッド。
アスナ、早くこの人たちを当てて。
ウルトラマン X パワーアップ。
Ah, Exceed X. That should get him. Or not. As you could see, Zygorg is pretty powerful. He forces X to separate with Daichi, causing damage to the X divisor.
返事をしてくれ X! X!
Zygorg then leaves the scene by melting the ground with what appears to be a blood-like substance, which honestly is pretty creative. Stupid kid! The mom then arrives at the Zeo base and explains what's going on. I know this is something kind of stereotypical to bring up, but what are they looking at? I mean, this is so distracting. Down in the man cave, we see Daichi restart the X divisor. He explains how they can't transform. And oh no, they're bringing the kid down.
で、ここにいるのがファントン星人のグルマン博士。
Stupid kid! Gorman then shows off his Ultraman trading cards to the kid, and the kid decides to show his treasure in return. Surprisingly, there actually is something worthwhile amongst his trash. It appears to be the Tiga Spark. Wait, is that a disco ball? I love it. We then see a bit of Carlos' show as he unveils his discovery. What a reaction. Back at Zeo, they figure out that the Blue Stone may have the power to stop Zygorg, so they head out to retrieve it. Daichi is dispatched as well, and X convinces him to go without him. We then cut back to Carlos' show.
どうだ私の番組はヒット数の記録更新か？
残念ですが動物ほのぼのチャンネルに負けてます。
なんで柴犬なんかに負けるんだロマンはどこ行った嘆かわしい
嘆かわしいのはあなただわ。
Wait, did they film him complaining about his ratings? Zero prepares for Zygorg's attack. They summon Cyber Gamora and he sends out his oscillatory beam into the ground. He lands a direct hit, but Zygorg comes up anyway. Zeo fires their attacks at him, yet nothing seems to faze him. Worst comes to worst when Zygorg summons two more monsters, Gorg Antlar and Gorg Firegulls. While the monsters group up and prepare to attack, Daichi heads out to get the stone from Carlos. Okay, you have to admit, that's an awesome shot. Back at Zeo, the kid sees his mom trips and decides he has to go help her. His intense emotions seem to cause the Tiga Spark to glow, in turn causing the blue ball to glow as well as the X divisor itself. They decide to bring them all together and Ryu heads out with the kid. The monsters then start to attack and Zeo is having some trouble holding them back. Back at Carlos' place, there's lots of panic and a fight ensues on who gets the blue rock.
拾ってくれてありがとう教授お待て泥棒
操縦下手っぴだなルイルイ
Thanks, X. She sucks at driving, too. Oh look, now he's looking for his mom. Stupid kid! And here comes Daichi to the rescue. Uh-oh! Now Zygorg attacks. Now Ryu is to the rescue. A cotton candy beam? Do I have needed to see the show to understand that? I mean, what the heck? Now back to Carlos, who happens to find the stone, as well as the mom trapped under some rubble. His attempt to help her doesn't go too well. And now here's the kid to save the day. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Okay, so apparently that kid isn't Samson, and that the super strength was actually from the tiger spark in his backpack. They then put all the stones together, allowing the kid to transform into Tiga, and X to be able to transform again. Then the stone becomes the original Ultraman. Lots of stuff happening right now! Lots of good stuff! The three monsters and the three Ultras have a standoff, and the battle we all came here for begins. And it does not disappoint. We get good action with the planes fighting Antlar, with CEO unleashing some of their best attacks, including the Bemstar Shield and the Bird on Phoenix. Tiga then has quite the brawl with Antlar. 170 feet to be exact. Ultraman now has his hand in fighting Golza. He does pretty good until Golza pulls out his ultimate attack, rolling in a ball. This knocks Ultraman into a building, but luckily Zero is there to help. Ultraman gets up, gets back into the fight, and takes out Golza. Back to Tiga, where he does the same to Antlar. Now back to X, where he attempts to do the same, except... Is that a mouth on his chest? That's awesome! The epicness of the mouth on the chest seems to be the turning point in the battle, because Zygorg gets the upper hand. He also sends out 5 more kaiju all across the world. Luckily for our Ultramen, the human characters are there to give them encouraging words, which in turn create 2 new Ultraman cards of Tiga and Man. These cards fly out to X and allow him to gain his new most powerful form, the Beta Spark Armor. Using his new weapon, the Beta Spark Sword, he frees Tiga and Ultraman and fights against Zygorg himself.
人が人をこの星を思う心
それが天と地の光をつなぐ結びの光か
Okay, what is he even saying? Like, you can't tell me that makes sense. The Ultra cards shown earlier then start to glow and summon a bunch of Ultramen to fight the kaiju around the world. X then proceeds to absolutely wreck Zygorg. Then Tiga and Man fly up in front of him, creating an accident. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. Anyway, with these Ultra wings, he gives the Ultras around the world the power to stop the monsters. X then flies down and charges up his ultimate attack, the Beta Spark Arrow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! After the awesome defeat of Zygorg, the other Ultra fly in. Zero comments on X being more powerful than the last they met. Then they all fly away. Yeah, I can relate to Zero. Tiga then reverts back to the kid, Yuta, and X separates with Daichi? X explains how there's no longer a threat to Earth, so he's going to go off into space to fight alone. Though, of course, he says he'll come back if he needs to.
僕お母さんを守れた？
ありがとう。質問？
Aww, it's such a heartfelt moment. Stupid kid!
あ、夜が明けたぞ。
Yeah, I feel like I got cheated out of some action. Zio celebrates their victory with breakfast in a scene that mirrors the beginning. To their surprise, X is back, though he brings bad news about a monster coming to attack. And the movie ends. Honestly, I really enjoyed this movie. I've already watched it plenty of times, and it's really one of my favorites. The new monster Zygorg has an honestly awesome design, which is akin to a lot of Tiga Kaiju. The human antagonist is an admirable attempt at having the cast have something to do while the big monster is menacing in the bigger picture. Carlos isn't that significant or memorable at all, but provides some form of comedic relief. Yuta is a bit annoying at times, but he's a good character who really cares about his mother. Also, Takumi playing a character whose son is Tiga and also playing a character who's married to Tiga is a weird thought to sleep on. The final battle was fun, with the Beta Spark Arrow ending being similar to the ending in Belial Empire, where it fakes you out into thinking the main Ultra failed before shooting an arrow at the main antagonist. Hope you enjoyed the review. This has been Godzilla Productions TV, loving the Ultraman X movie, signing off.